So I apologize for not being around the last couple days. Um, I'd say I had some therapy a few days ago. I believe it was Monday, and it was very, very helpful. Um, I kind of realized that all that despair that I was feeling at the time were arising from thoughts that I was allowing to go through my head repeatedly, and um, basically I it seems like externally I was, by my therapist, I was given permission to not feel so miserable. Maybe like a self-pity cycle. Um, so anyway, it wasn't, regardless, how it got to it. It was all the information that I've been absorbing from the therapist, from listening to Eckhart Tolle. I had been saying that wrong apparently. Um, and various other self-helps, Andy from Headspace, Yoga with Adrian is another channel that I do the yoga there. But they, to allow the thoughts to come and go, and to just practice the things that I've been seeking out. That information, that's the information that is that I'm looking for. So it's best to follow it. There's no point in looking for it if you're not going to put it into practice. And so that was, that's what I spoke about in the first few walks, was that we were, I was going to do those things. And it was sorry, it was a neighbor. It was very helpful. It was very effective, to the point where I felt in a very normal place so fast that I immediately reverted into a self-isolation, because I then became comfortable again. Fortunately, through a series of interactions with my partner, I realized that I was making the mistake. It was hurting her immediately, and I knew that something was incorrect, and I don't want to be doing that. And I felt very sorry, and then I realized I've really got to give myself a lot less stuff to feel sorry for, and and to just to be present. And I felt better out, after feeling bad again. Now, over the last couple days, I'm not gonna say that I haven't had time with those same thoughts that created all of that despair that I was feeling so acutely just a week ago. I would say that from time to time, and then maybe in my dreams, or in my not really paying attention thinking, that I'm just going about it, and I have those thoughts that tell me again of how bad a person that I have been, or whatever. And I had to through the meditation process, I highly recommend meditation of some sort. There's free meditation to follow on YouTube. You got Headspace, probably countless others, but it's super effective. It has an immediate effect for me, and it's just like, it's a pause button if I get caught up in my own self mind mental mayhem that just goes to stirring around, and I feel like I'm on a roller coaster, like I'm a passenger at that point, and I don't, but that's really not the case. And that's about the only thing I can control, is my reaction to those thought processes. So I just go on, you know, try to find a meditation, a short one, a teaching, something, and, you know, like I said, I'll start posting links when I learn how to do it. And you know, and immediately, you know, it gets you back to where you can assess, gets me to where I can assess the situation right now and realize that it's not quite as dire as my mind made it, which my therapist was explaining to me, the part of my brain that creates that that extreme of literally life or death over something that's really I guess it's a primitive part of the brain, and I don't know the name of the word. It was a word I hadn't heard before. Let's say that. So, you know, after having immediately felt better, and then immediately reverting back to my old self, and then realizing that I'd made the mistake, and then correcting it, moving forward, I tried to make a video the other day, and it was windy, and I didn't like the video. I didn't even like how it started. I didn't have a thought process working, and I just kept I don't know what I'm thinking about. Because I was more concerned about the wind when I was trying to walk than anything else. And so I didn't post the video. And then later on that day, I thought, well, I'll just post one where I'm not walking, and I'll go sit on my porch, and I will just make a video and explain kind of what I'm explaining now, maybe not all the way up to this point. Well, you know, obviously you can see that these videos are recorded on me holding my cell phone in my hand on the selfie side. So it's not very has no professional quality to it whatsoever. So then I'm thinking to myself, if I'm doing primitive videos, why am I so concerned about the perfection of it? And while I was sitting on my porch, my hand starts to shake. I'm getting older. I don't know why that happens. I'm maybe I should look into that, you know. But I'm holding the phone in my hand, and my hand is starting to just vibrate a little, and the picture is shaking more than it even is right now. And again, I thought the thing wasn't perfect, and so I didn't make that video. And then I felt I was like, well, I'll just make another one. So today it's windy. Apparently I'm a little out of shape right now because I'm kind of huffing and puffing while I walk, and I'm like, it is what it is. It's not perfect. And if you're in here 8 minutes and 39 seconds into the video and you're still watching it, it doesn't have to be perfect. Not for me. I need to say this. I need to the purpose of this is to show these processes of this self-help. As a matter of fact, it would probably be beneficial if I was like the idea of even trying to like give you some idea that I think I got my act together. That's that's not correct, you know. So if these videos ever, you know, they start to become more professional, it's through the fact of the processes, the searching that I've been looking for, and the investment in the, you know, and I'm talking about investment of my own time to say, well, this is I'm continuing to do this. It feels like a healing process to speak to you whoever may be listening, I know there was 2 people. So I didn't even look at the comments, or I just happened to look back before I was gonna post these, or before I started walking today, to see if anybody had actually looked, and 2 people had looked, and I was like, well, I hope they got something from it. I hope I didn't depress them, you know. But so we continue to walk and just enjoy the time together. Car, game on, Wayne's World quote. I'm old, 50 years old, in case anybody wanted to know. Actually, that's really not old, but it's old enough to quote Wayne's World. So anyway, in closing with that, I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that I found some peace in the process of meditation, of therapy, of reaching out to other people again. My partner, she was just absolutely amazing in the situation, because it had to be like, you know, dealing with a 300-pound child. I mean, I feel, you know, I have a little, you know, if I had understood what was going on beforehand, it wouldn't maybe not have happened. But it is what it is, and so you got to maintain that gratitude for all of the people that are there to help you. And I hope that I've shown some things so far. This is by no means, you know, I wouldn't even call it a breakthrough. I just call it, this is an awareness of the processes and the life coping tools, and like basically mental vitamins that come from so many people. Just hang on a second. That come from so many people in this world that want us to find happiness. You know, Andy from Headspace, Eve from Headspace, Eckhart Tolle, Wim Hof, the people that I've just been looking at here recently. You know, Russell Brand, who I would not have had much time to listen to just a few weeks ago, to be honest. And it's nothing against him, it's probably all on me. I have to be objective and be open to viewpoints that are outside my own personal mental algorithm. I don't want to start to ramble. I just want to be thankful. So God bless everyone. I hope you're having a good December day. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Goodbye.